Is your landing page broken? Is it not getting the conversions that you want? Is it not getting any conversions? Today I'm going to share with you a simple tool that you can use for free to begin to understand what's wrong with your landing page. Hi, I'm Paige from the Copywriter.com, and today we're going to look at a tool I like to use to collect data on my visitors, on my landing pages, to see what's broken, what's not working, and also, on the other hand, to optimize them for higher conversions. Now, data is really important because if you have something wrong, you don't have any data, and you're figuring out, what's wrong, what do I fix first, you're just guessing. You're just taking guesses based on opinions, based on best practices. It's like feeling around in the dark. Data gives you insights into what could be wrong based on how people are interacting on your page. Now, I advise my clients to start collecting data on day one. Don't wait until you discover that something's wrong with your landing page or your sales page, because then it's too late. You're going to have to let it be wrong longer in order to collect the data you need to fix it. So start collecting data before you start sending traffic to your landing page. So right now, the tool I like to use to collect data for my landing pages and my sales pages is called Hotjar. And I'm going to jump over to my desktop so you can see a little bit about how you use it and which features and settings I like to use for this. So let's hop inside my Hotjar account. I am using the free account. You can do a lot with the free account to play around with it, to see if you like using Hotjar and if it kind of gives you insights you need before you decide to upgrade. The first thing you're going to do is add your site. Your experience might look a bit different when you're starting an account for the first time. It's probably going to prompt you to add your site from the beginning. I've had this account set up for a while, so I don't remember exactly what that looks like. But you can easily add your site from this plus at the top of the page, add your new site. Now, I have my site set up already, and the most useful feature I've found, and the only one I'm really going to talk about today, is the recordings feature. So what happens with recordings is anytime a person lands on your site, Hotjar records their visit, what they do. And you can set up to record visitors, you'll click this button. You'll notice that with the free plan, you can only do 100 at a time. That's not total, that's just at a time before you have to delete some to make room for more. You have to record any page. So if you're on the paid plan, you can pick specific pages to record. So the third option here is to capture keystroke data, only click, and scroll sessions, and then only 30-second plus sessions. Now I have that unclicked because I want to see everything. Because if people are bouncing from my page, they're definitely not going to be there for 30 seconds, and I want to understand why. If people are bouncing, immediately, then that probably means I'm attracting the wrong type of people to the page. And that would be something you kind of control with your ads or with your kind of inbound or outreach methods. And then you just start recording. Now, I have some recordings already. So what it looks like is just, a list of recordings. So I have, I think, 100. I need to go through a lot of these and clean them out to get some more. I've been making some changes to my site, so these are all kind of previous versions of my site. But you can see here that you can see where the user is from, so United Kingdom, Ireland, and so on. How many pages they visited, which pages they visited. Just the slash mark means that they visited just the home page. If they go to different pages, you can see those. You can tell how long they've been on the site, were they on mobile or desktop, which browser, which operating system, and when. So the great thing about this is you can play you can play any of these actually, and see what happens. So let's look through some of these, and so you can see a little bit of what you see when you activate the recordings on your site. So here's a typical recording. You can see this is a lot older version of my site from a few months ago, but it's good to see kind of what you can actually see from the recordings feature. Now this is in real time, so that's why it's going so slow. Someone's come to the page and they're just kind of doing something else. Maybe they opened this in a new tab or something like that. You can click this button, skip pauses, to speed it up. So you can see where they scroll. You can see what they click on if they click on something. So you can see they clicked on all these logos. They clicked on the case studies, which are not links. So that helps to see what people are wanting, are interested to see more about. Let's have a look at another one. All right, more scrolling. A great thing about the scrolling is you can see where people lose interest. So if they only scroll to half the page, you've lost them. That's where you need to start improving your message. You can see here that they clicked over to my services page and then onto one of the more detailed service pages. Let's look at another one. Now here's a visitor who spent like 23 minutes on the site, which is a long time. So I'd be really interested to know what they were doing. It looks like they started out on my services page. And they wanted to know more about me from the home page. And then the about page. So here I could, hypothesize that the home page, the about page, and the services page are really important, and I want to make sure those look really, really good. So there's a lot of things that you can kind of see if you have a broken page from the recordings. You can see, where they stopped scrolling, where did they lose interest, and then maybe you need to improve your copywriting and your pitch to keep people going down the page. You can also see, for example, what they're clicking on, what they want to know more about. So in the example where people were clicking on the case study samples of the website, they were wanting to read more about the case studies. And where they were clicking on the logos, they wanted to maybe see examples of those pages of those copy parts that I had worked on. You can also, see if there's any kind of technical problem. If people are filling in forms and clicking buttons and nothing happens, then you've got a technical problem. So there's really a lot that you can do with the recordings, and I really like them. So if you have a landing page that's broken, or if you don't, I highly recommend installing Hotjar for your landing page, so you can start collecting data and seeing if it happens that you don't have any conversions, then you can use the data to see kind of what's wrong. If you are getting conversions, if you want to increase conversions, then you can also use these insights to see where you can make some improvements, improve the user experience. One more thing, I didn't talk about this before, is that you'll always have to insert the tracking code on your website, but Hotjar will instruct you on how to do that when you sign up.